everyone, I'm Holly. I am the maker and doer of all the things here at Missouri River Soap. Welcome to the newest Pack and Chat. I'll be packing orders from our June release. These are by request, though I do add in some to kind of fill in some gaps here and there to kind of show you some of the products that I have available. But I think first today I'm going to actually show you what I do have available with this release. I just love how everything turned out. And these Mabels, they're oh so cute, and I just wanted to show you every last little thing. So in this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me. I'm going to show you all of my current products. We're going to pack those orders. We're going to open some mail. I have a note here, and I will give you a cabin update as well. It's kind of dreary here today, so I don't know if I'll film that today, but we will see. So a little bit more about me. I live in Northwest Montana with my husband and my two teenagers. We're about an hour and a half from Glacier National Park. I grew up in Montana and I just adore Montana, and I'm so happy to be living where this is where my heart has been since I was a kid. So I started making soap in 2008 and I started the business in 2012 in Kansas City, Missouri. So I called it Missouri River Soap because we were in very close proximity to the Missouri River. We eventually moved to Springfield, Missouri, and we were there for about 6 years before we did make this move up to Montana. Now, I debated changing the name of my company, but here's the thing. The Missouri River does start in Montana, and that's where I'm from. And it ends in Missouri, and that's where my husband is from and where the business started and where I lived for almost the last 30 years. So it really does work because we love Montana, we do love Missouri, we have connections to both places, and so I decided to keep it since that's how you know me. So we are living on our 9 acres in our fifth wheel currently because we're building a cabin. And we didn't come up here with that plan. We didn't know that's what we were going to do. We thought that we, were going to get a contractor and we were going to have a house built, in 6 to 12 months. We knew it would take a while, but we didn't know it was going to take this long. But that's okay. My husband and son, they're doing great work. And things like this do take time, so it'll be worth it in the end. All right, so let's look at products that I have available, and we're going to start with the most popular that is available with this release. And I'm going to have to block my face a little bit. But we have Figgy Cream Soap. That is always popular. And I do have, let me see, I have to move a few things around here because I was not planning on talking about Figgy first. Figgy, where'd you go? Here you are. And then I do have some Figgy Cream Wax Melts. I have the cute little heart clamshells. I do love the clamshells. And then I also, in the Figgy Cream, we've got, we have our standard jar. First of all, my standard, it's a 4-ounce jar of whipped soap scrub made with sugar. I did go ahead and make the larger jar for the people that absolutely love this scent and they just need a lot. And so then we have this Sunny Beaches soap. And it did not turn out as well as I would like it to have turned out, but it is still a beautiful soap and I'm very happy with it. As a maker, I am more of a perfectionist, and when I'm remaking a batch, I do want to achieve what I have done before. So for me, it was a bit disappointing, but I know for everybody else, they're like, wow, amazing bar, and I thank you for that. So with Sunny Beaches, we also have Sunny Beaches Scrub, and this is made with salt. So that is very nice. And I hope you don't mind my fingers. I have working fingernails, working hands. I am super excited about this soap. I went with the name Gilded. I was trying to work over names. It's a J'adore type fragrance. So it is a perfumey floral and it's amazing. I did cut back on it and it's just perfection. I just love that it's not like knock you over perfume. It's just beautiful, subtle. I don't think it's light, but it is just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And so I was working over names. My daughter and I, we were trying to figure this stuff out. And we had come up with, we were getting close, and then my son overheard and he was like, just call it Gilded. And I was like, you know what? I do actually really like that. This release also has the return of Belle soap. And this one is a blend of pink grapefruit and watermelon and sweet pea. Oh, it's oh so good. And I love all the different swirls in this bar. And I definitely want to make another bar of some sort with the gold and white like that. It is so good. Now this one is called Magnolia. And the usage rate on this one ended up being pretty small. I could not use much fragrance, so it is a little bit lighter weight. It is a little bit lighter scented, and so I have marked it down on the website. But it is still I would call this a light floral. It's very light. So for the more masculine type soaps, I do have a Birch. And this one is just a woodsy cologne type fragrance. I love it. It's super good. And I hope I'm focusing, because that'll be really sad if I'm not focusing in the long run. But that one is really, really good. Very woodsy, very nice. I still have some banana buttermilk in this unscented soaps. It is all packaged up, but that's what I have for unscented with this release. I do have a couple unscented coming up though for the next one. All right, so let's look at the wax melt clamshells, because I brought those back with this release. We have Sweetly Clean with lavender. Oh, it's so good. It is a sweet and clean blend of lavender, lemon, apple, herbs, wildflowers with a twist of baby powder. Very good. It's just very fresh and subtle and lavendery and comforting, and I love it. I did not mention the Sunny Beaches wax melt clamshell, and I think the colors turned out quite fun. There is a layer of tan in the hearts, and then a light layer of green and a light layer of blue. So I love that one as well. Sunny Beaches is sea spray, warm sand, jasmine, mandarin, and sunscreen. It is a Beach by Bobbi Brown type fragrance, and it's oh so good. Now if you hear some noise, my husband is off work this week, and he is building the cabin and doing some construction, and today he's on the tractor. He's quite a ways away, but you're probably still going to hear it, and there's just nothing I can do about that today. So green clover and aloe wax melts are back. I'm using some new colorants, and they're more of an eco colorant, and so I'm having to really work over my colors. I would have made that one a little bit different. So we have another kind of greenish one, and this is the Birch, because not everybody wants fruity or floral, and that one kind of has a swirl that I thought turned out super nice, just subtle. We have some Magnolia, and this is a lot stronger in the wax for sure. Yes, that is much stronger. And this one, I meant to leave that open to show you. And so this one is a kind of swirly with the pink. I didn't quite get the color I wanted, but it works. It works. So we also, for a lemon version, we have Limoncello. And it's just a solid yellow. And that is Italian lemons combined with bergamot, lime, neroli blossoms, and citrus bitters. It's very good. And I do have a soap in that's going to be coming up with the next release. Oh, I didn't bring over a huckleberry. Hold on. So a new scent that I made is Huckleberry Cake Pop. I love it. It's great. And it is just a nice purple with some iridescent glitter on it. And it is just huckleberries, mixed berry jam, and vanilla cake. Oh, it's so good. And then the one that I love to sniff these two together, the huckleberry cake pop, and also cherry berry vanilla. Montana is known for huckleberries and cherries, so especially the cherry around the Flathead Lake. And this one is kind of a merlot-y purple color, also with iridescent, and it is, oh, I just love those two together. I would recommend getting one of each and mixing them. And then we also have a Fruity Loops. Fruity Loops is always just that classic, super delightful fragrance. Everybody loves Fruity Loops. And I put on some iridescent glitter. Now, for some odd reason, the yellow decided to bleed a little bit from the glitter, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. These are all eco glitters. So finally, and I absolutely love these girls. Oh my goodness, I love my Mabels. Here they are. These, I love making these. So I had a couple of weeks where I was just super busy with life stuff. I didn't have much time to get into the shop, but I could sit at my table and drink coffee when I had some free moments, of course, and I made some Mabels. If I was making dinner and had to wait on something, I'd work on a Mabel. And I just, come on. I just love these girls so much. So we have, I probably won't show you all of them, but oh, they're plushy and they're just so cute. Mabel, you're the bestest. Each one is Mabel. These are the Mabels, but I feel like each individual Mabel is my favorite Mabel. And I'm like, you're my best friend. I think you're awesome. I love them. So that was the purple variegated. I think that one is sold out. I kind of planned on making some more this weekend, but I have so many of the other colors left that I did not get to crocheting this weekend. This one is a seaside type one. Kind of goes with our sunny beaches. Isn't she cute? Oh my goodness. This is like a warm, I think, what's this one called? This is kind of just like a warm sand type color Mabel. And this gal has her sticker on, but I did not put her, it was my tester to see how I like that. So I don't actually have that done properly. I'll change that. But that's her little name tag. So if you see like little things sticking out, that's just the polyfill. It sticks out. It's not fur. Now, I do make these in my home, and my home is pet friendly. So that is something to keep in mind. So we have purple Mabel. Why are you so cute? Oh, it's like my dog. You're so cute. And then let's see, we have a pink Mabel. She's just a pink all over, just like me today. We're very cute in our pink today. All right, I have some more buried back in here. So we have the classic white Mabel. Why is she adorable in her classicness? And this is the other classic one. This is a little different. All of these yarns have just a little different like feel, and this one isn't quite as fuzzy. The speckled isn't quite as fuzzy, but classic, see how they're a little bit different in their sizes too. My classic girls. Hey girls. Okay, I'm gonna show you my favorite one. My favorite. You would have thought it's the purple. It is not. I love purple Mabel, but this is my favorite. It's like a grayish color. It is my favorite. I loved working with it. I loved touching it. I loved looking at it with my eyeballs. It made me super happy. And then the last color I have is also kind of that thicker, not as floofy, but still very soft. And it is a tan speckle. Do we have a tan speckled Mabel? So yeah, I have some ideas of some new things to make, and I'd love to do that, but I really need to feel like these girls are gonna sell first before I start incorporating yarn into a lot of other projects. And the Mabels are so hit and miss, I never know. I ended up listing those pink and green ones, and they sold like hotcakes, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make more Mabels, and I'm gonna knock them out of the park with all these colors, and then not really. So I don't know. I never can tell what the story is, but I think these girls are the best. Okay, so I am going to reposition the camera so that you can look down on the table, and let's start the order packing. Okay, so this order is going to Janine in Michigan. Thank you for your order. And Janine asked for a birch soap sample. If you ask, I will always try to give you the sample that you want from the other products in the release. Usually just the soap is all I will have available to do that. So I'm going to put in the packing slip. And we have a bar of Figgy Cream soap. Nice. And then the birch soap sample. Nice chunky one. Now with the mailer here, I will say I really wanted to get my purple paper, but I did not want to get the ladder down, and I need some tape. Anyway, I did want to get down the purple paper, but I didn't. I'm going with green this time. I have not been having much luck with papers right now. I'm not finding ones that I just love. I have not. So just kind of going with what I have already and using them up, because we get so many sheets of it at a time, and so it adds up after a while. So I'm going back with this release back to my regular black and white sticker. But I am still going to use this gorgeous compostable mailer. Love it. And this order is off to Janine. Thank you. Okay, so this order is going to Gina in Pennsylvania, and I want to say hello to Anthony and Charlie. Hi everybody, I hope you're having a good day. And I have a 754 box here, and this is some bubble paper. Love this stuff. And I just keep like a quilter's self-healing cutting mat and a rotary cutter, and I just cut the sizes that I need. They come in 12-inch squares. So this order, okay, so I didn't tell you about this in the opening, but I did also make lemon rose water. And I don't have a lot, like I don't have any left on the site right now, but I do have some held back that will go in the odds and extras portion here in a week or so. So I have the lemon rose water, and this is a sea salt soap, so it is super hard and amazing. And then we have a Sunny Beaches and the Figgy Cream, total classics. I'm trying to see how is this all going to go. We have a Huckleberry Cake Pop, and I just love this color. It's so pretty. All right, I'm gonna put that there, and then we have some Sunny Beaches whipped salted soap scrub. Is that gonna fit? Not particularly. So let me think this through. The box in of itself is large enough. I get the heebie-jeebies about having these edges sticking up. If you just like reach in, they're not that sharp, but you know, it's just a concern that I have. So I'm going to just kind of cover that with some little pieces of bubble paper. Yeah, that will work. And so then I put the scrub in like so. We'll have the Figgy the Figgy Cream in the Sunny Beaches. So that works great. Right, like, what am I trying to say? Just like that. I did ask my husband to get off the tractor. I felt bad about it, but he's like, I figured it was coming anyway, so that's the problem. I mean, I have this nice little studio that we built, and it's tucked into the woods, and it's cute, but there's also other work being done. And if I'm working, my husband's working in some way. Okay, did I leave enough room? This is a chonky donkey sample right here of Gilded. So because they bought Sunny Beaches and Figgy Cream, which lean to the floral, I thought I'd add the Gilded. Let me tell you what, I forgot to mention that when we were going over the products. This is my current favorite. Hands down. I love it so much. It is Ylang Ylang Lily and Rose combined with Orange Blossom, Sandalwood, and Musk. It is just a J'adore type fragrance. Like, I told this story in the cutting video, my last video, which was like all the cutting. See, this isn't all gonna go. I can't have all this funny business right there and still expect it all to fit. Anyway, in the super long cutting video that I had of all the products for this release, because I still want to put in a grapefruit twist, and it is just a cute little, like, it's kind of like a dome, but it's hexagons. I don't know. Anyway, I do want that to go in still. We'll put this on the edge. We don't want him to get squashed, but if he got a little squashed, it wouldn't be the end of the world as just a wax melt sample. Now keep in mind with the wax melts, their actual purpose is to melt. So if in the long run during transit they're in a truck that is, you know, I know my vehicles back in Missouri, I would test some of this stuff and it would get a little melty but not melt fully. But you're looking at 140, 150 degrees. And so the melt point is lower than that. So that's something to keep in mind. If you buy the wax melts, they're going to be exposed to probably pretty severe heat depending on where you are located. Now, if you're up here with me in Montana and stuff, it's like 50. You probably don't have to worry about it this week. All right, so I put that in there. Thank you, Gina. And I don't know if, I don't have any, I have some cards, but look, I'm almost out and I forgot to order. Well, we've got a couple of, okay, Mom, I'm gonna stick these in, Mom, but, you know, we'll put those in there just on the off chance that you don't want somebody to have those. I love this tucking part. So we're going to get everybody all tucked up. I do feel like this green is kind of lackluster for me, but it served a purpose with my Easterish release. And then I just have this little piece that I tuck in there. And this one is off to Gina, Anthony, and Charlie in Pennsylvania. Thank you. So I actually had to change my battery. I spent like an hour yesterday trying to start filming this Pack and Chat. And I was just stumbling over my words. And I was just like restarting. And finally it just got to the point where I was like, hi everyone, I'm Holly. And I couldn't figure it out. So I was like, all right, let's just close up and we'll do this another day. So today is a better day for that. So Lauren has ordered a couple of the Mabels and I'm just so excited. And Lauren says she's going to have a Mabel army and I love it because these girls, they're my squad, they're my posse. I just love them so very much. So I have little, these little tags. It says, hello, my name is, it doesn't say hello actually at all. It says, my name is, and I'm just writing Mabel. Just super cute. Just kind of an extra little fun tag. And I bought 1,000 pack of stitch markers As a knitter, that is very exciting to me. I love these silly things. All right, let's kind of go with let's do a matchy. Let's do purple, my favorite. Oh, here's another purple. Oh, that color is like perfect for our Seaside Mabel. So then I also have to punch. I had to buy a new hole punch. I don't even know where that is. Did I leave it in Missouri? I don't know. Like, I should not have to buy a hole punch, but here we are, buying hole punches. So, oh, this is going to be so very, very cute. Come along now. Okay, so, you go backwards like so. So now Mabel has a little tag. Isn't that adorable? I can't get over this Seaside gal. I should make more. I think this one is almost gone. These are gone. I should make more. So I do love them, and I want you to have what you want. I do. So into here, and y'all be careful taking these tags off. It shouldn't pull the stitches, but be careful. I didn't like y'all when I was living in Missouri, but yet it's like really coming out now that I'm up here. So I've been trying to come up with a better way to wrap Mabel, and I have these sheets. They're just like bakery pickup, grease-proof, wax something sheets that I wrap my soaps in. So I've actually been using these to wrap, and I think they look so cute. A little bit easier than when I'm using my just tissue paper, because I have to fold up an awful lot of that. It's not perfection, but it's pretty close. And then I have my little Mabel the Chonky chicken sticker. My dog, I call him Chonky, and so everything that's a little bit chubby is Chonky. I love it. My chonky donkey, I'll tell you, I think I told you on one of the last Packin' Chats or something that my dog had to lose weight. He's lost 7 pounds. So excited. He's such a good boy. He's always going to look fat because he has so much fur. But he's doing a little bit better. He's on expensive prescription food. Literally every last animal I have now eats something different. So we have Shelby. She's a little bit old. That's the wrong sticker. Shelby, she's an older gal. And so she's on senior food. And then we have Ripley, who's just a 3-year-old and does not really have weight issues, so he's on a food. And then we have Maverick, who is my Chonky. He's on prescription, has to lose weight food. Alright, so I guess I'll use this 1075 if I can figure out how to get it put together. It confuzzles me just a little bit. So then we have a senior cat. Her name is Kit Kat. She was an old gal. Well, she wasn't an old gal at the time. She was just under 2. And she'd had kittens and was at the shelter. And everyone had adopted her babies, but had not adopted her. And she was a little sassy. And at the shelter, they were like, I don't think you should. She's not going to be good with kids. Well, my husband, he was the one who kept going and seeing her mostly. Anyway, he was like, I don't think so. I think, anyway, liked her personality. She liked to give love bites. She didn't like to be held. But we just loved Kit Kat. So we brought her home. She has been the best cat. She's not, like, you can't, like, hold her upside down or anything like that. You can't cradle her or throw her over your shoulder. She's not like that. But it took a few years, and then she would let people start holding her. But she's a flame point. So she's, like, 14. So she's on senior food now, senior canned food, because she was really struggling with the other food. So we're going to put in a scrub. So I feed her 2 to 3 times a day now. She loves Mom. She thinks I'm the bee's knees now because I feed her that all the time. And then Lily is mucho chonko. She is also a Flame Point Siamese. We think she's a ragdoll. Anyway, she's a chonky girl, and so she's eating weight loss food. So, oh, it's a process. It's a process with these animals, isn't it? And I was like, really? Do they all have to eat something different? But we've worked a routine together. We've got it figured out. I'm moving, I think I'll move Lily over too. She's the chunky. She's 10-ish. So they're getting older. We'll put in a Sunny Beaches sample and a little match for one Mabel. So that looks great. This is going to work wonderfully. So I'm going to put that in there. And then this one will be off to Lauren. I love how your name is spelled, by the way, Lauren. This order is going to Rachel in Louisiana. Thank you for your order, Rachel. And I'm just going to use a little 643 box. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not using post office boxes anymore. So this is a new added expense. It is with their Ground Advantage. They took away our regional rate options. And the Ground Advantage is pretty great, but we do have to use all our own boxes. So there's that. So a little bubble paper. And a little paper. So Rachel ordered, I love this label, a Gilded soap. I love this soap so much. And then Belle, which I also love. Those are both in use in our home currently. I'm going to put in a Sunny Beaches sample. This seems like a good one to go with. A little crinkle shred on the edges. Now, we live about 10 minutes away from the closest post office, but they're barely open and rarely open in the time frame that we can get there. So we actually take our packages. We do not have pickup out here in the Boontoolies. So we take our, oops, I folded that wrong. How is that going to work out? I'll just tuck it in. So we do take our packages down the road a ways. It takes us about 20-25 minutes to get there, depending on what season it is, because now we have all the campers. And public service announcement. If you are on vacation and you are pulling a camper or driving a motorhome or something like that, the locals still have places to go. And so 45 on a highway that is marked at 70 miles per hour is very difficult. And the traffic, it gets so busy out here because of all the campers and just, you can't pass. There's very few passing zones and it's hard to get around people going slow. So right now it takes us about an hour sometimes to get all the way into town. And that's like all the way into town. To get to this post office is still, even if we throw on a little extra time, we're still 35 minutes or so. Not too bad. And we're usually going to town anyway, and the coffee resides in town. The Copper Mountain Coffee, it lives there. And so I'm always happy to visit. All right, I'm going to try to get this order to go in a 964, but we will see what happens. Okay, so I have my box ready here. We have 2 of the lemon rose water salt soaps, and they're half pink, half yellow, and so very good. Love these. They're very, very heavy. And then we have, let's just stack them. We have 2 Figgy cream soaps. And let's see, we have a Sunny Beaches and a Belle. Let's see, let's put that one there. That one there. Let's see how this is gonna go. This should still be fine. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. That is why I decided I don't like these containers. Cute as all get out, but packing nightmares. So for the wax melt, we have Figgy Cream and the Sunny Beaches. I'm a sucker for blue and green that like kind of blends together. So good. We'll see here. This may still work. We might get ya. And we have the Cherry Berry Vanilla. Love that so much. Green Clover and Aloe. Good stuff. So let's see. Are you going to fit down here? You're supposed to fit. Alright. This is going to work. This will work. Look at it. And this was the Honeyed Apple Champagne from our Rainbow release. I think I only have 1 left. It might be sold out. I'm not sure. I had two hanging out here for a little while. Nice. 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 So I've been doing some wandering this weekend. We have a mailbox still in Polson, which is where it's Flathead Lake. It's on Flathead Lake. And so we needed to go down and check that one last time. So where we live, we're west of Kalispell. So instead of going to Kalispell and then kind of doing a loop-de-loo around the mountain and then going on the other side of the mountain, we decided to go over the mountain. And so we have a Jeep Gladiator. So, I mean, you could do it in a lot of vehicles, but we prefer to do 4-wheel drive if we're going to be out in the Thule's, and the Jeeps work very well. There's some trails that are sketch, very sketch. I'm going to put in a grapefruit twist. So that was so much fun though. We went up and over the mountain, and then we checked our mailbox, got Korean, got some coffee, Oak's Korean Kitchen in Polson. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I love it. I'm going to put in a gilded sample. This is also a chunky one. Did I say who this was going to? This is going to Monica in California. Thank you, Monica. I really appreciate your order. All right, so we did our stuff in Polson, and then there had been 2 major accidents on Highway 93. It was Friday afternoon late. The tourists are there, and we're like, we don't want to do this. So we decided to come up and over the mountain in a different spot. Where is my thing? So anyway, yeah, that's what we decided to do. And it was so much fun. We didn't have to deal with the crazy highways and passing people, because we just went a little ways down the road from our place, dropped off packages at that post office I was telling you about, went up and over, and then the one we came back up and over was really close to our property. So that was really easy, and we just avoided all the chaos. Because we have Glacier National Park, you know, it gets pretty crazy around here between Glacier and I can't talk and write at the same time. Between Glacier and Flathead Lake, we get pretty busy around here in the summertime. So that was just so much fun. I'll add in some clips. And then yesterday, my husband did some work for a while, and he's like, you know what, we're just gonna wander. Sun was shining, so we did some wandering, and we hiked through some waterfalls. That was super fun. And then last night, my son started a campfire. That was epic. Oh, good day. Okay, so let's talk mail. I'm going to take a break from packing orders for a little bit, and then I will get back to it all by myself and get a lot done. So I received this book from Simi, and it is so beautiful. Thank you for sending me this book, Simi. I'm very excited to tear into it, dig into it, dive into it. I'm not going to tear it. The Natural Soap Making Handbook, easy recipes and techniques for beautiful soaps from herbs, essential oils, and other botanicals. I am a sucker for soap making books, but this is literally the most beautiful one I have ever seen. I love the whole thing. I love the texture of the pages, the photography. Oh, I'm going to cover up some of the recipes because you'll really need to get the book, but this is pumpkin and maple. I love that idea. I do all sorts of different things, but that one really kind of strikes me. Another thing that I'm excited about is this purple smoothie with like red sandalwood powder. I think that's epic. And there's just so many good things. And it tells you about natural colorants and helps you along with how to use them. There's great essential oil blends in this. Here's Eucalyptus Dreams. It's made with aloe vera. Oh, nice. Ooh, this is so pretty. This is gorgeous. Look at this. Whoa. Isn't that a pretty bar? Love that. I like it. Yes, I love this book. Now, I think, oddly enough, everything that's got going on in here, the first one I'm going to try, and I will make a video when I do. So she talks about essential oils for blending and like talks about, orange 5 or 10-fold. I mean, this is really great. Where are you, my cute little soap I wanted to make? So I love this. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Hold on, I'm going to fold this to make it easier to show you. But I think this is what I'm going to do first. The Gentle Shea, isn't that beautiful? And it's made with lavender, I do believe. And it reminds me so much of when I started out and Ponte Vedra Soap Company had that shea recipe that I used. And so I just love that. But I always look for a good recipe, and these are really good recipes. This is the second time I've filmed this portion, so I hope I don't repeat things. But yes, I'm excited about that, and I am going to be filming that soon. So thank you again, Simi. If you happen to be watching, I really appreciate receiving this book. I get a lot of people saying, I don't know how to do this, that, and the other. Get a book like this. They have step-by-step methods on making cold processed soap. So that's very helpful. So this is going to be a bit of a repeat. Because I became addicted. Addicted. So we have here, I will show you momentarily. These boxes elude me just a little bit. I'm like, how do you work? Okay, what's your story? Oh, we're getting closer. Okay, here we go. Back with an order from Tiggy with Future Primitive. Because, as it turned out, I loved the, and I knew I loved it, but I love those, the cream soap as a shampoo, and I've already used up my 2, and I just had to have more. I had to have more, so that's pretty much all. Well, it's not pretty much. It is. Whoa. The other one went for a ride, but it didn't land on the floor, thank goodness. So that is what I ordered, was just those. Okay, we got some dust. Oh. Cotton candy chiffon cake. And some of these do settle. The distance. And they have to ride on a plane and such. So some things are going to settle. Cotton candy chiffon cake. Oh. Love it. Oh, there's a note, I know. This reminds me of pink sugar. It may be pink sugar, which of it is. Hello, I love pink sugar. This one is lemon meringue. I mean, can you go wrong with lemon meringue? Probably. Well, I go wrong with lemon desserts all the time, but. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, that's good stuff. I love. This is my joy. To wash my hair with these. This is Railroad Markets. Alright, I'm going to have to tell you. Freshly cut limes and sugar rocks imported from the West Indies, mangoes from India, and coconuts from Fiji. All available this Friday from your local Railroad Market. Mmm. That's delicious. I did not know what to expect from that one. It is just a subtle fruit. It's fruit, and I love it so much. That is good. Okay, what else did I get? Lynchwick Farm. Such a fun name. Cambridge. Oh, something got cut off, I think, here. On the label. Strawberries, rhubarb, blah cream, and sweet sugar. There we go. Dude, I love strawberry rhubarb. Oh, it smells exactly like rhubarb. I love rhubarb. My tongue has not tasted rhubarb in many a year. But I do love the fragrance. Cherry Moon. I feel like she had a cherry ice cream and I totally missed it because I wasn't on the ball. I'm all about cherry right now. That to me is very much like one that I do sometimes. Bite Me. That's good. I like that. Oh my goodness gracious. One of my friends adores that fragrance, so I'm going to have to get some more. What do we have over here? Oh my goodness, soap samples. Love it. Oh, they're so cute. So we have a Future. We already know the name. Look how cute these samples are. and how she wraps them. Oh, I love it. So this one is incense. Whoa. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that bar. Oh my goodness gracious. Freshly rolled incense, smoky, something I can't pronounce, mountain foliage, black tea leaves, light rain, and golden citrus. I was afraid when I saw that name incense that it might be really strong, but it is not. It's fantastic. Fantastic, apparently. This one's called Magpie, earthy patchouli enlightened with spearmint. Uh-oh. I hated patchouli at the very beginning of my soap making journey. And then someone sent me a orange patchouli and I don't know, like patchouli mint. And I've had some from Tiggy before. Oh my goodness. Patchouli and spearmint. Oh my gosh, I'm dying just a little bit inside. That's amazing. And then this is black honey. Well, isn't that a fun name? Freshly potted British hedgerow honey, warm spices, dry leaves, lemons, and mandarins. Oh, yeah, I thought there was more there. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is. Oh, there's just something about smelling scents on product from a different maker. Tiggy has always been just like spot on fragrances, and ones that I wouldn't even consider amazing. I'm going back in for a hit of this patchouli. I need some more patchouli and mint. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Well, thank you for that order, Tiggy. I know you watch on occasion when you have some free time. Oh, so good. I'm going to be hooked up for a little bit, for a little while. So this last one here, the one who tried to take a ride, is from Bubble Babes. Is it Bubble Babes? Bubble Babies? I need to figure this out because I'm not 100% certain how we need to go about saying that. And I've been like literally following her for eons and ages. Well, that's clever. All these priority mailboxes that they don't really let us use anymore. We covered it with some paper. We actually, that's very loud. We actually can still use them. But these say priority. So, I forget what, I read all about that. There were rules. But anyway, just covering it up. A box is a box. Nice. I used to have a ton of these cubes. I think I still have a ton of the cubes. Okay, so this is from Nikki, and Nikki and I go way back. Oh, look. Here's a little picture of Nikki. Nikki is an epic maker. Look how pretty that card is. I love that card. So cute. Okay, let's dig in. I don't remember what I ordered. It's been a little while. Okay. Oh, well, number one, you have to have Brush Me Off soap. How else are you cleaning your makeup brushes? This is my go-to. I love this. This Brush Me Off soap. She has been making this for eons and ages, and it's just number one. Number one. I don't know what this is. Did I order this? Is this a sample? I was going to show you my knitting, and I decided that would take too long, and you probably don't care about my knitting, so that's the story. I decided to skip over that. Oh, Rosewater Lemonade. That's awesome. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. I think my jar got busted in transit. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? So nice. Oh, that was a whipped shea sugar scrub, by the way. Alright, so here's the other things I ordered. I got, oh, that's right. I could not resist the banana pudding sugar scrub. I'm a sucker for banana stuff. So back in the olden days, in Ronan, the town I grew up in, we would go to McDonald's and I would get a banana pudding Oreo, or a banana pudding Blizzard, and mix in Oreos. My favorite thing in the world. You can't get that anymore. So this is a foaming whipped sugar scrub. Oh, cute. Look. Look how cute that is. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Now I just want to go down and get something I shouldn't eat. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I love that banana. Oh, that's good. I love this texture. It's not quite as... I feel like it's a... Maybe it's because of the sugar that she uses. I just really like this texture of her scrub. I'm feeling a little jelly at the moment. I love my scrub, but, you know. And then I got... Oh yeah, a whipped body mousse. I've used the mousses before and I love them. Hi, Big Delver. He's coming to check me out. So this is tangerine peach. I'm excited. Oh, that's good. Look at it. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that so much. I love the size of this jar too. That is a dandy jar. Okay, so that's it for mail. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you outside. We're going to get an update on the cabin, because I know a lot of you love to see the cabin, and I will see you again in a moment for that. Okay, so it's been about 6 weeks since our last update, and you can see we're going upwards, and my husband has started filling in the pit. There's pipes and all sorts of stuff going in down there. He's working on the footers for the porch, I should say. We're just gonna have the one porch for now. So let's go up and go inside. Okay, so I think the last time we were in here, they were just starting the floor joists here. And those are all done. It's a bit of a mine. I have to watch where I'm going here. I just had to go downstairs. We have a big blower fan going because some of the water is still going into the basement because we have no roof. So have to do our best to take care of that. But I'm gonna come around. We have the stairs to the second floor done. So up I will go. So this is going to be my knitting nook. As you can tell, we have floor. This is tongue and groove. It is the floor and it is also the ceiling from down below. They have started framing so that just on this half, because this end is going to have a shed roof and the wall's not finished, obviously. Have to do some headers and bracing and such, but this is what it looks like from here. So have these really tall king posts, and there will be a whole bunch more going in. There's not a third floor. We just have very high ceilings due to the pitch of the roof, etc. So this will all be open down there, and then we will be closed in on this side. Like I said, this section here is going to have a shed roof, so it'll have a different angle than the rest of the roof. And there's my cute little workshop over there. Alright everyone, I hope that you have enjoyed this video and all the extra little things that I add on. I always find those fun, so I hope that you do too. I hope that you have a great day, and I'm going to talk with you later. Bye.